Until now, my projects have predominantly operated at 5 volts, utilizing Arduino microcontrollers such as Uno or Nano along with various 5 volts components. However, there is a distinct realm of electronic components that demand 3.3 volts to operate, including microcontrollers like Arduino Pro Mini and components with a 3.3 volts operating voltage. While 5 volt components can often function in the 3.3 volts domain, the reverse poses challenges. Attempting to integrate 3.3 parts into a 5 volt system may lead to inconsistent performance, as observed with certain components like OLED displays, or even damage, like in case of this $11 Lora module, a lesson I learned the hard way. These 3.3 components cannot seamlessly cross over, but what if we could build a bridge to enable safe communication with the 5 volt side? Component known as lever shifter can serve as such bridge. If you're unfamiliar with lever shifters and keen to learn more, stick around. My first real encounter with 3.3 volts circuits was when I was testing Lora module provided to me by Reax. This led to an unfortunate incident when I inadvertently damaged that module when trying to connect it to Arduino Nano. Learning from this mishap, I chose to use Arduino Pro Mini, which operates with 3.3 volts logic, to successfully complete the tutorial. Let's simulate connecting the Reax Lora module to an Arduino Nano. Here are both components. I can safely power the Lora module from the 3.3 volts pin of Arduino. Ground of Lora goes to ground of Arduino. Proceeding further, I connect the Lora transmit pin to the Arduino receiver pin. The Lora module sends the 3.3 volts signal to the Arduino, which, despite being outside the voltage range the Arduino operates within, is recognized without apparent instability. I tested it and it works. I sought clarification in Arduino forums regarding potential problems this may cause. But there, different people expressed contradicting opinions. Next, let's connect the Arduino transmit pin to the Lora receiver. And this is where Lora goes up in smoke due to the 5 volt signal from the Arduino overpowering the Lora module. Additionally, there is a concern about powering the Lora module solely from the Arduino 3.3 volts pin. As the Arduino can draw a maximum of 50 milliamps, insufficient for the Lora module's 140 milliamps transmission requirement. To address this, we can introduce external power supply capable of providing 1 or 2 amps. We connect the positive terminal to the VCC of Lora and the negative terminal to both the ground pin of the Lora module and the ground of Arduino. Returning to the original issue, a potential solution involves connecting the TX pin of the Arduino to the ground through 2 resistors, with one resistor being twice the size of the other. Creating a junction between these resistors and connecting it to RX pin of the Lora module effectively forms a voltage divider. We can calculate the output voltage and we get 3.4 volts, resolving the particular issue. However, if faced with multiple connections between different voltage levels or a desire to provide an actual 5 volt signal when connecting the Lora TX to the Arduino RX, additional measures such as signal level shifting may be necessary. Let's look how this can be done. This is where a lever shifter comes to play. Let's look at this 4-channel lever shifter. The high side represents 5 volt logic, while the low side represents 3.3 volt logic, with the ground connections on both sides. Next, there are pins for providing reference voltage, 5 volts at the top and 3.3 volts at the bottom. Additionally, there are 4 high-level pins, 1 for each channel, along with corresponding 4 low-level pins on the opposite sides. The step-down process for 5 volt signals mirrors the approach demonstrated in the Lora example. It involves 2 rows of resistors, with 2 resistors dedicated to each channel, forming 4 voltage dividers. On the other hand, the step-up process for 3 volt signals utilizes 4 MOSFET transistors. You can see positions in the center. Let's have a short break and talk about the sponsor of this video. UltraHost is leading next-generation web hosting provider known for delivering exceptionally fast, secure, and user-friendly hosting solutions. The storage they provide is built on lightning-fast NVMe SSD disks. For a limited time during their Black Friday promotions, you can get 25% discount on their monthly plans and remarkable 50% off on their annual plan. Their prices start at $329 US per month and less than $33 per year. If your website requires powerful proven platform, please make sure to check the link above. I will also put the links in the description below. Go and visit their site and support my channel in the process. Going back to my video. To demonstrate the functionality of this lever shifter, we'll construct a simple circuit to control this lily pad LED as if it was a component requiring a 3.3 voltage supply. Initially, let's connect this LED to both ground and Arduino digital pin 5. Using standard blink sketch would be perfect way of sending signals to this pin to control the LED. Let's connect the Arduino and load the sketch. LED starts blinking in 2 seconds intervals. Now I'll replace the LED with the 2 male header pins, enabling voltage measurement between the ground pin and digital pin 5. As you can see, the reading falls slightly below 5 volts, which is acceptable and likely contributed to Arduino's built-in voltage regulator tolerance. Now let's get rid of the header pins and complicate things a bit by introducing the lever shifter. Ensure proper alignment by plugging it so that the high-level pins face the Arduino. Connect the shifter's ground to the Arduino ground and then provide reference voltage on both sides, beginning with 5 volts reference from the Arduino 5 volts pin and 3.3 volt reference from the Arduino 3V3 pin on the other side. Next, I will connect the digital pin through which the blink sketch sends signals to the first channel of the shifter on the high side. Now let's connect the LED, with the cathode going to ground and the anode to the first channel pin on the low side. After powering the Arduino, you see that the blink sketch still functions, but the LED is a touch dimmer. Let's disconnect Arduino and once again replace LED with the header pins connected to the shifter's ground and LV1 pin. I will power the Arduino again and measure the voltage between those 2 header pins. You can observe that we have successfully bridged the 5 volt signal through the lever shifter to control this LED, which is simulating a 3.3 volts device. Now let's see how the use of lever shifter would impact the Lora circuit. First, let's get rid of all the existing connections. Here is our shifter. Let's start with connecting all the grounds. Then I provide 5 volts reference voltage to the high side pin from the Arduino's 5 volts pin. The reference voltage for the other side would come from the positive terminal of the external 3.3 volts power supply. Next, it's time to connect the Lora module, connecting the ground and VCC, where VCC receives power from positive terminal of the 3.3 volts power supply. Now we connect both signal pins, with the TX and RX of Arduino going to channel 1 and 2 of the shifter, respectively. The corresponding pins on the other side of the shifter would be connected to RX and TX of Lora module. This configuration allows us to step up the signal from the Lora RX to the Arduino TX and step down the signal from the Arduino TX to the Lora RX. This is all as far as this video is concerned. With the understanding on how to use lever shifters with Lora, I can now use this knowledge in my upcoming video to build Lora transmitter and Lora receiver devices for outdoor range testing. If you found this content useful, like, share and subscribe. Also, consider supporting my channel in other means available to you. Thanks for being here. Means a lot to me. I will see you in my next video. Ciao.